Somebody sneezed. They had an infection. It cost me so dear. Because I didn't vaccinate, I can no longer hear. I think that's one of the symptoms of polio. Johnny, back me up on this one.
No.
Okay. Greetings and salutations, America. I'm Zach Nanimus, and we're live. Once again, way too soon. We're never actually ready. So it's just me, and I have nothing valuable to say because, as always, the WarPod is a complete mystery to me. Absolutely every single time. We don't do pre-interviews. I don't do prepared statements. Johnny barely just looked up what we're going to do. Last time, this is old news now by internet standards, but we can talk about it. I haven't seen a video on it. Actually, I've seen thumbnails for videos on it, and it's just reactions to the whole Aladdin thing. I know that's happening today. I say that now. I hope Johnny wrote it down somewhere because we didn't write it down last week. And thusly, we did not talk about it when it was actually still news. It's no longer news anymore. I feel like a video like this, or, streaming like this, it's almost, it'd be better to just get on Twitter or something for your news so you can get, up-to-date information. But then again, we're live. So if you really wanted to, you could ask us questions, etc. One thing I am going to do is... we're trying. We're making a vested effort to increase the traffic. Mostly, wow, hello. I am going to turn myself down. Okay, I'm going to share. Right post. Right message. Check it out. By the way, our stream is called Marvel Ultimate Alliance Stream.
No, I know.
I don't know if you want to change that.
I haven't changed the titles yet.
Okay.
So I've been struggling to get everything done before 12:30. It's not working.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Why don't I give my 2 cents on the whole Aladdin thing, just as a segment while Johnny is still preparing the show. Okay, if you've seen much of our stuff before, then you know how I feel about all of these remakes. There's not a real reason to do them ever, and there's even less of a reason to do it when a beloved performer who originated the character and role is now gone. Especially if you're asking a new actor to come in and fulfill a musical role. Like I said, I haven't seen the trailer. Maybe we'll watch them today on the show. I don't know. Man, I got the sniffles today. Everybody's gonna think I'm doing cocaine. I'm not doing cocaine. I'm doing Coke Zero. Wow, this is why you tune in. But honestly, he is the genie. Everything, as a matter of fact, there's so much of Robin Williams in the genie that functionally nobody can replace him in any meaningful way without just doing an impersonation of him. And the thing is that as a you gotta check everything. You always check everything. Man, I wish I could get rid of these sniffles. The thing about the genie as a character is that Robin Williams was allowed to improvise a great deal of it. So having anybody else come in and do it isn't going to feel like the genie. But what I was going to say is that as a feat of animation, Aladdin is still impressive. As a matter of fact, compared to a lot of things that we see today, the feat of 2D animation, not only in the fact that, it was done in a traditional, paper, pen, cell animation format, the fact that it was done that way is impressive. Like, the dedication required, there weren't a lot of shortcuts that they could take. It was being done on the frontier of computer-generated animation. There are computer-generated segments in that movie that also really look good, and not good for their time. They still look good now. They show wear and tear a little bit, but it as a spectacle from a technological standpoint is still solid in there. And all you have to do to appreciate this is to watch the movie. You can literally just go back and watch the movie. We don't need the movie to be a new movie for us to appreciate what it is. As a matter of fact, it does little more than tarnish it. And that's nothing against Will Smith. Like I said, I haven't even seen his interpretation of the character. It might be fun, but it doesn't honor the source material, and it's a little too soon after the death of Robin Williams. And this is such a strange move for Disney that it makes me wonder if there's anyone at the helm at all. Knowing absolutely nothing about this movie except that Will Smith is in it and that it exists, I can go ahead and say that it is going to be bad. And guess what? I've been right about that every time. Cinderella. Stupid.
Alright, over there.
Johnny, you're ready?
Just about. I just didn't like what the green screen was doing.
Alright,
but yeah, I'll go over now. You don't have to.
man, do you have like a? I'm gonna blow my nose on the air. Do you have a napkin over there? You have a Wendy's napkin?
I can get you something real quick.
You can give me something real quick? Okay, you are in for a treat. You're going to see how I blow my nose. I feel like this should have intro music.
I just need my computer.
That was so climactic. By the way, just between you and me, since Johnny left the room, can you believe that Johnny said that I look nice today? It's a tan suit, like from the movie Twins. It's supposed to be ironic. I don't know where Johnny gets this stuff.
Gets what?
Huh? Oh, I was making fun of you for saying that I look nice today.
Oh.
It's a funny suit. It's funny.
Okay. I didn't laugh.
Have you not seen the movie Twins?
I know the movie. I have not seen it though. I know that. Sorry.
Nobody's worn a tan suit since '83.
I guess that's funny.
It is. It's a fashion faux pas, Johnny. And the fact that I would do it is an irony.
Oh.
He's here!
I'm here. No,
John B. Dim!
I'm here.
How dizzle you dizzle.
I'm here.
So, Johnny.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Would you like to start by showing me the Aladdin trailer and see if I completely eat my words? Do you think that'd be a good way to start the show?
Yeah, we can do that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's the least important segment because it's the oldest. Okay, the least... okay. I was about to say the least important segment is when we talk about ourselves. But people actually like to have a little bit... Do you want to switch me?
No.
Because I want to switch you.
Why?
Because, like, I don't wear my mic on that lapel.
Fine, I don't care. Okay. I forgot my drinks. So no, I love this. I noticed... Oh, I'm talking. No one can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So no, I noticed this on the one of the other episodes. I like using my Gatorade, my Gatorade bottle because look how it looks it's green.
Oh.
I can hide behind it, and then you see Alita.
Is that her name?
Alita Battle Angel?
Shit.
Yeah.
That's not a household name yet.
Yeah, it is.
Alita Household Angel.
That's not what I said. Is that what I said?
No.
Okay.
But Alita's not a thing. It's not like Pikachu. It's not like Mario.
And that's why we're talking about it.
Oh,
Partly.
so that we can spread the gospel.
Yeah.
We can tell everybody how good it is and that they should get into the trading card game, like
Oh no.
hardcore.
Oh no, I think you're misunderstanding.
Oh, okay.
It's not a household name, so that's an issue for the people who just released that movie. That's in theaters now.
That's in theaters?
Yeah.
I thought that was concept art.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Johnny,
You want to? Yeah, you want to see the thing. I just want to get
I do want to
connected
see the
to.
thing. Did I ever tell you the stupid thing about how I want Will Smith to start making promotional rap songs for all the movies that he's in retroactively?
I think you told me that. Yes. I need to turn off the volume here.
I need to turn on the volume.
Yeah.
That needs to. You need to hear my text message more and more and more. Okay.
But I'm gonna show you the trailer.
You're gonna show me the trailer now?
Yeah.
No,
Go ahead.
I wanted.
Finish your thought.
I wanted him to make rap songs for like Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
It's like, if we can't make the rent, then we're out of luck. Sorry, you dropped your action figure. There's no time to pick it up. Pursuit of happiness. What? Pursuit of happiness, dog.
Word up.
Okay.
No. You can't hear it yet.
We're watching The Feud. That's it. I stole that from Game Grumps. I'm watching too much lately.
Too much Game Grumps?
Far too much. I'll tell you about that later. I don't want to share an anecdote from Game Grumps, but I do think you'll find it amusing. Johnny, what is wrong with your computer?
I think it's a little slow right now. I got too much going on.
It's too slow for sound? That's one of the easiest things.
Oh, no. I just turned off the sound, but the video was jerky. Because the Jerky Boys made it. That was terrible. I apologize.
I feel like every time you recognize that the joke is bad before you say it and you still say it, I should get to pull out some of your shoulder hair.
That's fair. I think I tried to make that my thing.
You're not even playing it. Just
no.
Hit play and see if it buffers.
I can't.
Oh my God! You are officially watching an old married couple trying to find a Bennigan's. Because one of them is convinced it still exists.
Oh, man, yeah. No, the Bennigan's right here. We were here last week. I think that was 2 years ago. No, the reason is...
Are the people at home going to be able to see it?
No.
Then play it. Let's do it on your phone. Because who cares?
I don't know where my phone is. No, let's just do it here. The reason I didn't want to turn on the volume because I could hear ourselves.
Oh, okay.
I want to make sure that we didn't have that open still.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
I can hear it. Why can I hear it? Oh, is it going through here?
Yeah. Can you mute that?
I'll just close it for now. Okay.
That won't ruin everything?
No, I close my connection. I can reopen the connection.
I can show you the world. Okay, here we go. All right. Once again, misguided using the score from the original. It's not like a play. In a lot of... What'd he say?
Your life begins now?
They're trying to make Friend Like Me epic. That lava looks worse than in the cartoon. That was stupid.
They made that.
On purpose.
On purpose.
That's not college humor.
No.
It really looks like a college humor parody.
I know. They really made that and said, the people will love this.
And they're still making it.
Yeah, it's close to release.
Like, the filming is done.
Yeah.
They've already recorded the songs.
They can't fix any of this anymore. I don't think. I think they're too far along.
Well, they'd have to do a lot of reshoots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And turn it into... I mean, where would you go with that? You know what? I say reskin everything, make it Bewitched. Like, let's just reanalyze the Bewitched franchise that Will Ferrell tried to start in 2007.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay, so Consuela Battle Angel, Johnny.
Yeah.
So wait, no, we can't do that. We
Okay.
can't do that because it's time to officially start the WarPod.
We're starting the show. Finally.
WarPod number 107 of the new age of the WarPod. Of course, the WarPod is the official podcast of the Warlocks Entertainment System, which is your go-to place for Houston nerd entertainment. Take that, Wisconsin!
You like those guys.
I
Guys, games, and beer?
wasn't talking about G2B, just
Alright.
where they live.
All right.
Because they have the worst.
They might take that personally
They have
anyway.
you know what, G2B? If you're watching, I want to hear. I want to hear it because I say you have the worst White Castle in the contiguous United States. So.
I think they're all that bad.
All right.
All right.
So first and foremost, I was gonna say earlier. I was gonna say that this is the worst thing that we talk about. But people who tune in to online stuff, they like feeling a little bit of a connection with the presenters. So, Johnny, what you playing?
Actually, I thought about this question earlier. I don't think I've been playing much. I did play Apex Legends a little bit.
I should still get shoulder hair out of this.
Because I said that? Because of Apex Legends?
No, because you haven't been playing much.
Oh, well, I've been busy. I did play some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I am going to talk about a game I didn't play, but a game that Frank played.
Okay.
Because it's been suggested for a long time. I think the game came out in 2011. I think.
Mm-hmm. Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah,
For
that was
Wii.
it. That was it. No, it was Gone Home. Is it Gone Home?
Gone Home.
I think it's Gone Home.
The Road Home.
No.
What's it about?
It's about walking through a house. Yeah, it's called Gone Home.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a I'm not gonna say it's wholly unique, but it's a different take on a way that you can play video games. It's a game where you don't really lose or win. You're just a story being told. And so it's kind of like an adventure game in that way, in that you play a girl who's been away at college, and then I think you're in Europe for a little while, and then you come home to a house you've never seen before because your parents moved into the house while you were at college. Mm-hmm. And you come up and you find the key that they hid under the house plan or something outside. You go inside and you're just walking through the house and you're just interacting with the environment, and eventually that tells a story. And that's it. And it's a very highly acclaimed game, and it's been suggested to me many times. And I finally saw a tweet from this guy that said it's on sale right now on the Switch store, on the Nintendo store.
Oh, okay.
And he said it's like half price. If you've never played this game, play this game. And I was like, you know what? I've been trying to get Frank into some video games, and I haven't been.
Best way to start would be with something that isn't technically a game.
Right. But she enjoys a good narrative. She works. She's a librarian, so she likes.
Way to out her, Johnny.
But she likes good stories. So I was like, you know what? If I'm going to try to get her into just playing more, then I'll try that, and it worked.
Like, are there flashbacks, or is it literally like
there's voice recordings?
Okay.
And I think there's notes that have been left. I looked over her shoulder for a little while she was playing.
So it's more like an interactive novel.
Yeah, absolutely.
I say that every game that's ever been made that is truly a game has 4 things, and it sounds like this one's missing one.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's missing a lose scenario.
Right.
For those of you who are playing at home, it's rules, interactivity, a goal, and a lose scenario. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's not a game.
This one definitely doesn't have a lose scenario.
Okay. There's no death screens?
Not at all.
Okay.
No. And really, if you wanted to just like run through it real quick, it could take 2 hours to play. But if you're really looking at all the stuff and you're really looking at everything and taking it in as you should, it takes probably closer to 4 hours. But she enjoyed it, and I'm going to play it next, so I'll give you a report.
Is it done in a weirdo style? Like
feels realistic.
Okay, because I was hoping, like, and this is something that I've been talking about for a while, is like exploring classic gaming beyond the 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit genre. Mm-hmm. Because everybody goes like back to 2D when they think classic games, but classic games inhabits stuff that came out on the PlayStation, stuff that came out on the N64, and also like a wide array of PC games that came out in the 1990s.
There was a ton of adventure games,
right?
A lot of LucasArts games too.
I'd love to see, I'd love to see a new game with like kind of like crappy low resolution computer-generated environments, and then there's full motion video of Tim Curry, because that's how they all went. Is like you're just walking through this really poorly rendered still pictures, like one click at a time, and you turn the corner and there's Tim Curry. All right, I have been getting down and dirty.
Yeah, hold on, Zach. What you been playing? I want to do it right.
I have been getting down and dirty with a little Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Really?
Yeah, I recently acquired the original cartridges.
My mic is stuck on
man?
you.
Okay, well leave it alone. It's not.
Oh, I didn't.
hurting
I started feeling the tug. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've been playing a lot of Sonic lately. It's been affecting my night terrors. So yes, because that's where furries all started.
In your nightmares?
With Sonic.
Oh, okay.
You know that?
No.
It started with a character called Princess Sally. Up to that point, all the male characters were completely naked, apart from their fur.
Mm-hmm.
And the first female character, Amy Rose, wore a full dress. And then in the Saturday morning cartoon, they had a character called Princess Sally, who was a squirrel, I believe. And she was naked apart from her fur and a vest, which made her look particularly naked. You know, it's kind of like when they took the red underwear off of Superman. It didn't make him look like he wasn't in his underwear. It made him look like he was a big blue naked dude. You know, like by trying to add a little bit more form to the function, it actually ruined it.
Okay, I don't want to spend too much on the history of furries. I really don't. It's not my favorite thing right now.
Johnny,
that's just a no.
Have you been?
That's just another way of me saying
have you been kicked out of the community?
No, no,
Did
I'm not sore.
to your DeviantArt profile?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This time I've been trying really hard to get all of the Chaos Emeralds, and getting the Chaos Emeralds doesn't require. Do you know anything about it?
Some Chaos Emeralds. I'm familiar with that term.
Okay, well, you don't have to go off the beaten path. You don't have to like find little hidden niches. Most of the stuff that you need to find, or most of the stuff you need to do to get all the Chaos Emeralds, the game will kind of naturally lead you to it.
Right.
The problem is actually getting them, because you go to these special stages and they're pretty hard. But to give myself more chances, I've been exploring as much as possible, and I keep running into things, and I'm like, is that a Tails only segment? Is that a Knuckles only segment?
Yeah.
So I keep like going back to the other characters, and the only one that I'm capable of collecting a significant amount of Chaos Emeralds with is Tails. And Tails is the only character that doesn't have a super form when he gets them all. You just get them all. Nothing special happens.
Really?
Yeah. I think he just ignores the level where you become super whatever. Like that level just doesn't happen for you in your Tails.
Weird.
Yeah, because he sucks. All right. So that's what we've been playing, Johnny.
Yep.
How long have we been going? I like to know the time. I like for people to feel like they're getting their money's worth, but I don't want this to take all.
We've been live
here on
like
Earth.
25 minutes.
We use something called love. All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to get everybody watching this.
How many people are doing it?
Oh, there
now?
it is. I was looking for this button. I wanted to start a watch party.
Start a watch party!
Watch party!
And we are going to start it with Rosalita Battle Angel.
Oh, that's not right. Close enough.
Elian Gonzalez, Battle Angel.
Getting further away. That's worse.
He was a Cuban boy that was on a raft.
That sounds right. From Cuba.
That's what, you'll never guess what Cuban means.
What?
I said Cuban boy on a raft.
Oh.
All right.
All right, I got that all working now, so I can go into this first subject.
Arm and stance, Battle Angel.
Alita Battle
It's not.
Angel.
It's not easy to say. Alita.
What the hell?
What?
My note disappeared.
Ha ha!
I saved
Suck
it.
it, Trebek. All right.
This sucks. Okay, I gotta do it from memory then. I had some stats
Oh,
down.
boy.
Yeah, from memory. These are not gonna be correct.
Are you sure they're not on that computer?
No, I saved it in this program on that in the browser, and it's supposed to save, and it's a thing. Maybe I just have to hit save again. Let's try it.
Wait, you think you'll be able to see it over there?
No, I just have to hit the save button, and I can bring it over here.
Johnny's one of those guys that doesn't see the value in physical media. He thinks that everything's better when it's digital.
It is.
You're right.
It's the wave of the future.
It's not the wave of the future. We've been recording things for years and years and years, and guess what? We're still printing books and writing stuff down.
Less books. Excuse me. There's probably a lot more books because everybody wants to write one.
Yeah.
They're just the quality is less.
I don't know. Have you ever read Shakespeare?
No, why would I read Shakespeare?
Exactly. It's a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass.
All right.
I got it.
Wow, not the right number. This is 107, but go on.
Yeah. I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first segment, Johnny. Are you ready to read it out loud for the class? We'll do popcorn reading.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Next.
I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
No, your turn's over.
What?
You don't know what popcorn reading is.
I don't.
It's okay.
Okay, so I told you that Alita Battle Angel was a movie that has been released, and you were surprised.
Yes.
Yeah. What has been your impression of this movie so far? I'm just curious before we go into it.
Alita Battle Angel is this movie about a robot woman with anime eyes because they literally were like, hey, we should make like a by the numbers action movie, but we'll bring in the anime crowd if we give her larger eyes, and that's pretty much it.
Actually, it's actually based on an anime, if I'm not mistaken. What?
I love it. We'll give the anime fans what they want, not anime.
No, but I'm saying that's where it came from. They didn't just create the character and it looked like an anime. It was based on the anime.
I know.
I know it's silly. It's because it's live action versus.
Did they explain why her eyes are so big?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
But you want to talk about it?
I do want to talk about it.
Okay.
And not just this movie, but kind of what its in quotes failure means for these kind of movies.
Maybe Netflix will stop.
Netflix.
Maybe Netflix will just stop.
What does Netflix have to do with anything?
Nobody wanted live action Cowboy Bebop. We didn't need it.
Oh, we don't know that yet. We haven't seen it.
We've seen the others. Nobody needed live action Black Butler, and nobody needed live action Death Note, and nobody needed live action Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, they were fun the way they were because they were designed for their genre.
You know what's funny about this?
Huh.
Is that you're going off on a tangent that is completely different than the actual topic I'm trying to go for. Okay. Not this kind of movie as in animes that are turned into movies. This kind of movie as in big budget CGI movies.
Oh yeah. I mean, once after Endgame, you know that bubble's gonna burst and we're gonna start making actual movies again.
No, not Endgame. That's I wouldn't call that a big budget CGI movie, yes, even though it has both of those things in it. But it has more. Okay. The movies I'm talking about are like Avatar,
okay,
Mortal Engines.
I don't know what that is.
That came out too.
I haven't been to the last movie I saw was Fantasy Beast. Where Are You 2?
Okay, what is that? I don't.
It's the Harry Potter spinoffs.
Oh, okay. Oh, Fantastic Beasts. I got you. Okay. Okay. So here we're at. This is where we're at. Mortal Engines came out and was a huge failure here, at least domestically.
It sounds it.
Yeah.
In that this is the first time hearing of it.
No, you've probably seen a preview for it. This is the one with the cities on tracks on the wheels and they're attacking other cities.
No, I would have gone to watch that.
You've never seen that? Or seen a trailer? I thought it had to have been.
I'm almost certain that actually no, I am certain because when you're a toy collector, like every time you go, this is something that Retro Blasting said.
Yeah.
Every time you go to a store that has a toy aisle, you visit it, and often you don't buy anything.
True.
But you still visit it. And I haven't seen anything like this. And if there had been toys for this movie, A, I'd know. B, I would have seen the movie. C, did I start with numbers and end up in letters?
I don't know.
but I'd own some of the toys.
Right.
Because that's the best idea.
Okay, so this is where we're at. These big budget CGI movies.
Wait, tell me more about Mortal Engines. Is that it?
I'm using that as an example. I didn't get to the numbers of that one, but it was considered a failure.
Are they like different? Like, are the cities themselves different? Like, is there like a rural farming community and he's got more like a grappling style?
I think you're missing the point of this topic. I have not seen that movie.
Okay.
I was just using. Okay, we'll watch that movie. But no. Okay, so that one came out. Of course, Avatar was a success. But this one, Alita.
That was a concept. From a technological standpoint, it was a concept piece.
Yeah. No, I understand. But Alita Battle Angel. This one is actually from. What's his face again? Avatar guy.
James Cameron.
Yeah, James Cameron.
No, Kirk Cameron.
James Cameron.
Okay.
Anyway, so this one was from him too. I think he produced it. I think he was a producer on it. He actually bought the rights to this like 15. No, it was right after Titanic came out. He bought the rights to Alita Battle Angel because it was the anime and he wanted the movie rights to it. And it's taken him this long to actually get to where he actually can make it.
Is it like just like a matter of course that good filmmakers become bad ones?
I don't know. He's often biting off so much, and this time I think
not more than he can chew. Do you know what the production of Titanic was like?
Yeah, it was stressful.
Part of it was literally underwater exploration. He had to become an underwater explorer, like out of a Jules Verne novel.
No, I get it.
Just to make the movie.
I get it. I think
he
was
a talented person.
I didn't say he's not talented. I have on my bookshelf a biography from him. So, I get it.
I have the action figure.
You're the James Cameron action figure.
Yeah. I'm making fight Kirk Cameron. And Alan Thicke. Really the whole cast of Growing Pains. Except for Leo DiCaprio. I think that would be insensitive.
Right. And
they're friends.
Right. It was a conflict of interest. Mm-hmm. Okay. So where I'm going with this. First off, I wanted to ask, are these movies actually failures? Because everyone's saying Alita Battle Angel is a failure, but listen to the numbers.
Okay.
Listen to the numbers. So it cost $200 million to make.
Okay.
The box office domestically so far is $60.5 million.
Okay.
In the foreign markets, it's at $202.5 million.
Yes.
It is a failure.
Yeah, because
it's only been out, I think, for a weekend. I think
marketing like essentially doubles your budget.
Yes, I know that. Yeah. So you're saying it is a failure?
Yeah, lost money.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not done. That's what I'm saying. It's not done. It's going to make more money.
How long am I supposed to believe this movie's been out?
I think a week or two. I think it's been a week.
So still yes.
Okay. All right.
Because you get a big boost of money right at the beginning.
Right. That's your biggest. Yeah. It makes up for usually like 3/4 of what you're going to make.
Yeah.
Unless you're something like the Christ movie. Passions of the Christ. Matrix.
What is our green screen doing? Is it just green right now? Because you stopped something?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, that's the window that it's getting the image from.
Okay.
No, it's got Alita behind us.
But yeah, that's a failure.
Yeah.
And as far as like how valuable these movies are, okay. Oh, you know what the thing is though? Like, I didn't know this movie had come out, so maybe it didn't spend that much in promotion. Like,
I've seen several TV spots for it,
or,
but you don't watch a lot of TV.
No, who?
I watch sporting events.
Who would? And they don't have a streaming service
for sports. No, I mean they do.
But each league has their own.
And you can be even if you have a certain streaming service for like a bunch of NBA games, let's say for example, usually whatever sport you want, but oftentimes they are blacked out. You cannot watch your home team's games because they have an exclusive deal with a certain I think in Houston it's I can't remember what it is now. It's like AT&T Southwest Sports singular company, whatever it is. They keep changing it, but they have these. What I do is I just pirate them because I'm tired of their nonsense.
Their beeswax.
Yeah.
All right. Citizen's arrest.
Me?
Yeah. Why not? That's all.
Oh,
Citizens
because
Rescue.
of pirates. I get you.
Oh,
All right. I didn't know why you were arresting me. I was like, what is going on?
Wait, have you forgotten that that's an illegal act?
I didn't forget. Sometimes it slips my
I
mind.
forgot that there were consequences to it. Metallica's coming for you.
Oh God.
Okay.
That's not a joke since 1999.
I know. That's why I'm wearing the suit.
Oh, Lars.
Okay. But no, I think that I think that the problem with Battle Angel is that like it's not a known character and it's nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
If they had done something like within genre, if James Cameron James Cameron has always been about spectacle, and something new.
Mm-hmm.
You know, James Cameron made his name with Terminator, and Terminator was
No, I'm sorry. He made his name with Piranha too.
That's true.
I know that because of the biography.
James Cameron, he started off with Terminator, and he did all sorts of wacky stuff with that. He was like, I'm gonna make a monster movie, but it's also gonna be pretty good sci-fi using cutting edge technology, and it's not gonna be like a throwaway slasher film. There's gonna be stuff to it. It's gonna deal with time paradoxes, etc., etc. Also, I'm gonna write it myself, sell it for $1 to a studio so that I can direct it. And so like, there's this whole story with it. They got Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was a growing name at the time. That was a landmark thing for him. It was a huge thing. And then you've got Titanic, where he literally became Captain Nemo in order to make a movie. Mm-hmm. And then he did Avatar, the first movie of its kind, where everybody had Zoe Deschanel wear stuff on her head, mm-hmm. In order to pretend to be a blue person. If he had been like, okay, I'm an American director and I am going to make an anime movie, and James Cameron's attached to it, so you're going to hear about it, everybody would have been like, oh, something new and different and interesting. That's not what he did.
No.
He tried to make Avatar again.
I think he's just too obsessed with the spectacle of it now.
No, he forgot what spectacle is. It's got to be new. And seriously, releasing a big budget anime movie into theaters would have been really interesting.
Oh, you took it straight up anime, like that style of just an anime movie.
Yeah, 2D art.
Right. No, that would have been amazing. Trying to bring anime to the big screen, especially to American audiences. You're right. That would have been incredible.
She's an artificial character, right? Like she's
a robot.
She's a robot.
Yeah.
You know what would have been cool? Like make it a normal movie with like humans and live action and stuff like that. But the Battle Angel is a hard light construct hologram, and so she's a floating orb, but you turn her on and she looks like a 2D anime person that can just beat the hell out of normal people. That would have been cool.
You know, I think the next spectacle that James Cameron needs to do, he'll probably come about when he's like almost dead in his 80s or something. He's in the 80s. But no, they need to do something similar to this. What these ideas we're coming up with, except we do live action actors and the robot's actually a robot.
Oh, you mean like
a real robot,
like Short Circuit, like John.
Yeah. Just a better robot. Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna be okay. Yeah. Yes.
They would give him a shit ton of money to do that,
and it would be because the behind the scenes stuff, you'd be like talking to roboticists and be like, it's based on the TXR2 model that was actually partially inspired by Terminator and stuff like that.
Right.
That would have been the best thing.
Yeah.
And like he would have gone back into the sciences to make a movie. It's like, we're gonna like learn a little bit about robotics and maybe even push the field a little bit while trying to entertain.
Oh, I got it,
Cameron. It's just not that hard.
Okay, we know he's probably... Okay, we know he's not going to do that, right? Probably not. But here's what we do.
Okay.
We write a movie where he does that, but then we turn that into a robot apocalypse movie. Like James Cameron making a robot movie with a robot is the first thing that starts the robot apocalypse. Yeah.
And so so basically what you're saying is we can make the Terminator themed after our favorite celebrities. Like we'll have the Kardashian Death Squad.
Yes.
Okay.
We will have the Backstreet Murderers. Whatever you, that's just off the top of my head. Use something better. But
Boys and Murderers. Similar.
I was trying to go with a cool Death Squad name because we had
I like Backstreet Murderers.
So anyway, I guess the question I really wanted to ultimately ask is, are we going to finally see these movies stop happening? Because I'll tell you who this does ultimately hurt, because these trends, these $200 million movies, we're getting more movies of those. We're getting less low-budget movies. The only genre that's actually doing it right is horror, who is keeping their, like, they can make a movie for under $5 million, and it's a huge success. Jason Blum is doing that very well. But other genres are not doing that. We're seeing less romantic comedies. We're seeing less comedies in general. Yeah,
there are no comedies.
And the last one that I thought was okay, not great, was Holmes and Watson, and that just got a Razzie Award for being the worst movie of the year.
Yeah, because it wasn't. There wasn't no Captain America in that movie.
Right.
There weren't no Secret of the Ooze.
So in a lot of ways, this hurts the industry, because there are a lot of writers actually that are just moving to TV because that's where the jobs are.
Well, the thing is, okay. The thing is that actually hurts the writers, because like all the established and also well seasoned. So we're also talking about it would, like, to put in perspective, and I know I'm going straight to the analogy instead of just making my point.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it would be like if, how do I put this? It'd be like if in the next Major League Baseball draft, like, they just picked all of the players that are already there. So, like, all the rookies who are pro-level talent had to go to the Bush Leagues.
Right.
And so, like, all the guys who are pretty much good enough for the Bush Leagues got pushed out.
And then in turn...
and they go to Baseball Tube. They have to make YouTube baseball.
That's what I'm saying. Actually, the Bush Leagues, or the AAA baseball, ends up becoming a better... product.
Exactly.
Yeah, is what you just, and that's exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing all the streaming platforms, do really well because they're just pushing out all this good content. Like, Netflix is getting better and better all the time. So is Amazon and Hulu, and now DC Universe, which actually segues into my next topic very well.
DC Universe? What's DC Universe, Hoomby?
Have you not heard about this at all? The DC streaming platform?
I probably heard of it once. And
the show Titans?
Completely dismissed it.
You saw the Titans thing, right?
Yeah, I saw the Titans.
Okay. So that's been out. Like, you can watch, I think, the entire first season.
No, you can't. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because it's not on Hulu, Netflix, or Amazon Prime. And those three things exist in perfect harmony for a reason.
Here's a question, then.
Okay.
Because actually, I'm not going to ask the question yet.
All right.
We're going to discuss DC Universe, and at the end of this little discussion, I'll ask you my question.
All right.
So...
I should probably say the reason that all the other streaming services are irrelevant is because the three ones that you need all do something in particular instead of just trying to grab money from you because they think they have the content that you want. Netflix has got all the long tail weirdo stuff and probably the best originals right now. Hulu has all of the newest stuff, okay? If you don't want to pay for a cable service, get Hulu. They'll have the new episodes relatively quickly. And Amazon... And
they also have original content.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Actually, no, I think that's where The Handmaid's Tale. I think that's on... And that's a good show.
I haven't seen it.
I know. But it's good, trust me.
And then Amazon Prime, everybody has it because everybody
has Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
they want their shit delivered in 2 days.
Yeah, so that's why those three exist. That's why it's okay to have them. You're not getting duped. Everybody else is just saying, "Oh, how else are you gonna get Star Trek through Hulu? Because it's the Orville." Anyway, Johnny,
the Orville's great. I love the Orville. So DC Universe is the streaming platform. Here's the thing, though. It's not just a streaming platform. They also, it also bakes pancakes. Bakes pancakes? What is wrong with me?
Did you say bakes pancakes?
I said bakes pancakes.
Yeah, bakes pancakes.
Bakes pancakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baking pancakes.
Bakes pancakes sounds like a Star Wars character. Bakes pancakes. Ace pilot for the Rebel Alliance. Bakes, they're on your 6!
Okay. Aside
that's
from
not
baking,
a starship. That's how he talks.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Okay.
Every time you see something fly over it,
because he's a werewolf.
Oh man, that's what we need—a werewolf.
What?
Race.
Okay, it's not just
no, it's not just a streaming platform.
DC Universe is also what?
So that you can actually get comics through your subscription. And I wanted to figure out what comics they were giving you to read. What?
I mean,
What? The digital comics. What?
They're already online for free? All of them? Forever?
You mean pirating?
No, I mean like there's just like a handful of websites that just upload them and no one knows how to stop them.
Pirating.
And
it's the same thing. Just because no one's stopping them doesn't mean it's not illegal. No, I get you. That's where I've gotten a lot of digital comics that way. But they have for those people who don't know how to do things illegally.
If you're reading comics online, do what I do. If you treat it like a preview. If you enjoyed it, go get a physical copy.
Right. Yeah. We need to keep the comics industry alive because it's actually.
We need to support our local comic shops.
Yeah, and it's a great medium.
Yeah.
I've gotten into them the last few years, and there's some great ones out. There's actually a Blade Runner comic coming out soon.
That sounds bad.
I've already pre-ordered it.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
No.
Just a licensed product for a dying franchise.
The last one, dying franchise.
Yeah.
Actually, the movie, they're considering that not to be a success, even though it was really good.
No, it was great.
Yeah, they're just not
a success.
People just weren't buying into it. Anyway,
right.
That's a whole other topic.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get some curated. It's a curated library of 2,500 comics. So they actually span
2,500.
Yeah, 2,500. They actually span.
They have one comic that has over 1,000 issues.
I know.
Where are the rest of their comics? I mean, you could get it for free anyway. Give us the whole goddamn library. Why don't you?
I think the reasoning there is that they want you to enjoy them, and then if you really do like them, I think they have another surface.
Oh,
so you can get the rest of them.
You don't say.
Well, here's the great thing about DC Universe, in my opinion.
Right.
It's actually fairly cheap. It's only $8 a month. And so I may not take advantage of the comics, but if you do want to check them out, you can like look into the history of certain characters because they have the comics they give you are spanned from like its origins to modern.
I'm an idiot. Detective Comics is already on countdown to 1,000.
Right.
So they have 2 comic books that are as big as the entire library that they're offering.
Right.
Okay.
I get your point. I get your point. Still, I mean, it's if you're watching Titans or whatever, and you see a character that you're interested in, you can just look up quickly, some of the history of that particular comic. They'll take you straight there.
Johnny.
What?
There's no way anyone's gonna watch Titans, see a character they don't know, and be interested in that version.
Why not?
Because it's just misguided and bad and difficult to see. The lighting is just dark.
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
You physically just can't see
yeah.
them. But here's something interesting. This is really the meat and potatoes of my point.
Okay.
Titans has a 79% score on Rotten Tomatoes, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol just launched. The first episode is out.
Okay.
I think the second one is going to be out shortly. It has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
People love Doom Patrol, and very few people know what it is. So,
Yeah.
like, all the Doom heads out there are going to flock and give it overinflated scores.
So, that's...
True.
No, those are professional critics that have rated it 93%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not the people's score.
You know, the same thing can happen to them?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Either way, it has a 93%. You don't know that that's not. You don't know that that's an inflated score.
I do know
You're
that.
theorizing.
I do know I never trust the critic score.
I do.
Because, like, they're like 60% corporate shills that will just say whatever they think is popular and will get them retweets.
I don't find that to be true. We use this. Never mind.
All
Never
right.
mind.
All right.
I think that is noteworthy that it's over 90%. And Titans also has a positive score. And I've heard anecdotally from other people that are not critics that they also enjoy Titans.
I mean, Rotten Tomatoes will tell you what non-critics thought.
Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah.
All right.
You know?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Because, like, everybody stands to lose or gain something for their opinion on something if their job is forming opinions. So you can't actually trust them.
Okay. Doom Patrol. There's no audience score yet.
Aha! They're afraid. Plus, Beast Boy's not in it. Not real Doom Patrol.
Oh, they change all the time. The only constant member is the one guy.
He's never... Wait, they got Robot Man?
Yeah, Robot Man's the only one that's been there from the beginning.
That was Ragman.
No, I'm saying he's the only one that's been in every iteration of Doom Patrol.
Where's the Elastic Girl? Is that her?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's the Titan score?
Oh, Titans.
Wait, it said
What? Just click here.
click away. No, stop. Average rating Nan 5. Okay, never mind. Okay,
I think it's just
yeah, it's probably nothing.
But 28 out of 30 critics said it was positive.
Yeah, but like I said, they're not gonna say anything that their viewers don't want to hear. It's not a real opinion. It's a tweet.
God damn it. That's not how it works.
Dude, that is 100% how it works. There's no truth in professional criticism anymore.
That's not entirely true.
Dude, yeah, it is. That's why Black Panther had a perfect score forever. That's why that's why all the Marvel movies.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying there's not some underhanded stuff going on. Okay,
It's
so
not underhanded. They're just trying not to. They're just trying not to get lambasted. The one guy, somebody gave Black Panther a 98 or like a 96, and he got a death threat.
That's just life on the internet now.
All right.
But 7.6 user score out of 10 out of 45 ratings is a user score.
There you go.
So that's not too bad.
That's more like it.
Yeah, it's a little less on Metacritic. 69 Metascore. Yeah, that's still positive. It's still good.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is, okay, we don't know until we actually watch these things, right? And you can watch. There's a trial. There's a 7-day free trial for DC Universe. My point is, I'm wondering if it's worth a shot to actually try it out. See, is it worth it? These two shows have great ratings. I'm not going to bring up the comics thing because apparently you don't care, but.
And no one should.
But it's $8 a month. Should we be paying more attention to DC Universe?
No.
Why?
We should be we should be punishing them for attempting this. Like they're literally just trying to reignite the whole cable package problem that we had throughout the 80s and 90s. It is the exact same thing. Everybody went over to streaming, and all the corporations were like, "Oh no, we're making less money because we're refusing to adapt." And guess what? We should either force them to adapt or let them die.
I disagree.
And 2 shows, not worth it. Any amount of comic books, not worth it.
I disagree because what you're suggesting is to not give money to the cable companies, but give your money instead to 3 different companies: Hulu, Amazon, and Netflix.
Who exist in
basically
direct competition.
Which I think that what you're suggesting is almost going back to the infancy of TV and only having 3 networks on a TV, and so it limits your options. Where trying to give if we it's a near monopoly if we just give them just those 3 companies all the power. And I think that what we want ultimately, what I think we're in a transitionary period where we are moving away from cable TV and network TV, and we're moving into what I've always wanted, which is a a la carte type of environment where you can actually just pick and choose what you want. Because we're in the infancy, these companies are going to push the envelope and try to get their own streaming services. Every little Disney, DC, Marvel's doing it. That's Disney, and all these different companies. And now the networks are doing it too, because that's how you're supposed to watch Star Trek.
Yeah.
And so everyone's getting into the game. That's what I'm saying, but it's in its infancy. So they're going to push the limit. They're going to push the envelope to as far as they will go, just to see how much money we'll give them.
It's a fair point, but
we have to be selective on which companies you give money to.
Yeah, but it's only a la carte if the prices are dropped.
Right. If the value, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, because if you're gonna put together your own streaming package, it shouldn't cost you more than $50 a month. And if you're gonna get the variety of channels that they actually want us to have, they need to drop to around $3 or $5 a piece.
That's correct.
That's the only way to do it.
I think that's a fair point. I don't think it needs to be that low, because really what people are trying to fight is cable bills that were over $100 a month, which is, I was paying that at one point, which is stupid.
Jim Gaffigan.
He's got a really good bit on that.
Yeah, he's like, where do you put? You don't have TV? Who do you send your $500 a month to?
Right. and that's the problem with, like, if you give DirecTV, yeah, you're under contract and it's, you're paying $80 for everything until your contract is up, and then they jack it up automatically, and you're paying over $150 for your damn TV.
Actually, I kind of like one thing that Amazon is doing right now is that there are certain things that don't come with Prime, so you have to pay for them.
Right.
The prices are way out. I'm not paying $11 for one season of Dragon Ball Super. Open up the show to me for $11, if anything.
Apple does the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think those prices sometimes for seasons are a little much.
Yeah, I think a true a la carte would be a service or collection of services that allows you to purchase limited access to a show for a small fee.
Mm-hmm. I have done the renting of the movies on Amazon.
Oh sure,
yeah, like $3 or $4 to watch the movie.
Hey, there's another streaming service that I use called Vudu.
Yeah, Voodoo. It's called Voodoo.
Is it?
It's pronounced Voodoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a movie rental place.
Yeah.
And you see, it's existing in a part of the market that needs to exist.
Right.
Nobody needs another Netflix to watch comic books.
I don't know. I've already signed up for the trial as of today.
Oh, good. They have your credit card information.
They do. I give that out like candy.
And now so do you.
Ha! But no, I'm going to check it out, and I'll report back and see whether I think it's worth it.
Why don't we'll watch it after this?
We can watch an episode.
Yeah, we'll come back.
And we'll come back.
Yeah.
And we'll party.
We'll talk about it we'll talk about superheroes after watching superheroes while playing superheroes, because if you like video games, here's a quick shout out. Actually, this is something we haven't done in a while. We haven't derailed everything to ask people to subscribe. There are a lot of different ways to show your appreciation because we are streaming on a lot of different platforms. If you're on Twitter, give us a follow.
You follow on Twitter.
If you're on no, I'm sorry, not Twitter.
I'll tell
Twitch. On Twitch.
Twitch,
Twitch, give me a
subscribe. I think it's a subscribe on Twitch. I think.
Okay, subscribe on Twitch. Like us on Facebook. Give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
Retweet us on Twitch, on
Twitter.
And wherever you are, leave a comment.
Yeah, talk to us. We like to talk.
Yeah, it totally helps. And we've been saying this for years. What? Who said what? Jason Danforth?
Oh, he says we're blurry.
Yeah, maybe you're the one who's blurry. Oh no, we're definitely out of focus.
Yeah, but I checked on there.
Are we on autofocus? Oh wait, but it looks good. Maybe it's just the uploading.
Yeah, it's gotta be
the upload
or OBS.
Oh yeah, it could be OBS. Yeah. But that being said, Johnny, what you playing?
We've already done this.
Ah! Okay, what's next one?
The next one is it was announced a couple weeks ago that Xbox Live, to some degree, some iteration of Xbox Live,
is going to cost you $10 more.
No, it's coming over to Switch.
It's got its own streaming service.
It's coming over to Nintendo Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So like,
it's not the service, so you're not paying for the network. But there will be a Xbox Live profile that you can have on there. The rumor mill is, I know it's confusing because they haven't announced everything. They have not announced everything. So we know that Xbox Live is going to be on Switch. So like you'll be alerted like if your other friends are on Xbox Live when you're playing Switch. So
to stop playing Switch.
Right.
And start playing Xbox.
That's the little confusing part about it because I didn't quite understand what the motivation of Nintendo was doing that. But now there's a rumor going around.
It's going to be cross-platform.
That basically you're going to have like Game Pass on Nintendo Switch, and Game Pass, if you don't know,
I know what Game Pass is.
Okay, all right. So that. But
why don't you explain it to America? No.
Well, for you, if you don't know, Game Pass is a subscription service. It's like $10 a month. I actually pay for it, where you have a large library of games that you can just play from for $10 a month.
Yeah.
And all of the Xbox.
It's just Sega Channel.
Yeah, but okay. But all the Xbox
No.
first party games are on there automatically.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I can play. I'm playing Forza Horizon 4, which just came out like a few months ago, and it's amazing.
I'm playing Halo 2 right now, and I'm loving it.
Nice, but yeah, all the Halo games are on there. Yeah, it's really cool. But there are also a lot of games that are lower resolution that would fit well on a Nintendo Switch and play very well. Although that platform isn't bad visually. Like the hardware is good. It's just not on par with Xbox.
Well, it's just not as powerful.
Yeah, or
it's
PlayStation.
Never meant to be.
Right, but there are a lot of good games on Game Pass that would go great on that platform. So people are trying to theorize what this means for Microsoft and what they're doing. Like they've basically been gearing up to do this for a long time.
So hold on. The Game Pass on Switch is going to open up the Xbox library on Switch where applicable. So it's not like Nintendo's version of it.
Right. Well, they're all rumors. We can all speculate, but it sounded like you can play Doom on it, like the latest Doom on the Switch, and it's fine. They ported Skyrim over, so they can handle. They can maybe have to down res some things, but you can play just about everything. Oh, and the theory was, because they were talking about this, we've talked about a little bit of this stuff and where Xbox is going, and one of the things that sounds really cool that no company's been able to get right so far, because there's been other services that have tried this, is basically like a streaming game system, meaning you have a computer or some other, maybe an Xbox or something else, and your hardware is not running that game, but it's being run on a server somewhere, and they're streaming it straight to your platform or whatever that it's streaming to. So the hardware is not doing a whole lot. It's basically like
it's a virtual
console.
Machine,
yeah,
being played through it. You become it would be you have to download something, and that would be a client that has that has an FTP to a server so that there's better connection. Wow.
Oh God. But anyway, that's one theory that the Xbox has been working on that technology for years, and they've talked about it.
Not files, but definitely packets.
Yeah.
It's same content.
Yeah. You basically would be streaming your video games while controlling them like Netflix, but you would be able to.
Netflix has games. Have you played them?
I've heard about them. I have not played them.
They're bad.
They have the interactive movies now too, or TV. There's they did a. What's the name of that damn? Bandersnatch was, I think, was the name of the show.
Bandersnatch?
But that was the name of the that was the name of the movie or whatever.
Pornography.
I know it does, but no, it was
Bandersnatch saga.
What's the big sci-fi?
Star Wars.
No, sci-fi, like it's gonna kill us all thing. It's a series. Black.
Careful.
What the fuck was the name of it? It's called Black something, right? Black.
Bum, bum, bum. Black Ninja. Black Ninja.
Man.
Black Ninja. Black Ninja. That's a good movie.
I'm like, it's right there. I know you know it. You have to have seen some of it. What if I just type in Netflix sci-fi?
I don't want to have sneezed on myself. Okay. We're good.
And it's British.
Black Mirror.
That's it. Black Mirror.
What you said? Sci-fi. It's gonna kill us all.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh man.
The word you were looking for is Twilight Zone.
Right. Which they're bringing back, and it's gonna be narrated by Jordan Peele.
Wow. Bad idea.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
Yeah.
It has Super Bowl commercial and everything. I mean, it's gonna be great.
Oh, it has a Super Bowl commercial? So it had a video on YouTube that everybody disliked?
I guess so. I'm looking forward to it. The way they did a little sample of him narrating it, and I like it.
It's as
I like the way it sounds.
It's as misguided as a new Star Trek series when the Orville already exists.
That Star Trek series came out before Orville.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and there's no way that they could have known how to.
They were in production at the same time.
Okay.
Anyway, where was I?
Okay, so the last thing we were talking about was
Xbox stuff on the Switch.
I think that the most exciting thing about that would definitely be cross-platform play. However, I am hoping, because this is the next. This is the next. What do they call it?
I didn't change the damn background. Sorry, guys.
To what?
I got other background images I was supposed to use. I got one of Phil Spencer.
Phil. Phil. Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer. Now, I really hope that somewhere along the way, besides just the whole classic collectors movement, that we do start to have we do start to have companies that inhabit the niche of physical media. I know you're not a big fan.
Well, physical media?
Yeah.
Or
at least largely.
I just believe in the future. That's all.
Right. The thing is that without physical media, the future is going to be terribly impermanent. Like, you need to be able to print something that stays the way it is.
Yeah,
in order for you to know what it was.
But at the same time, I'm a physical media collector. Like, I understand, I appreciate the history of media. I just think that our if our future is more digital, not completely digital, but more digital, prices on things become cheaper. We are able to have more video games. We're able to have more movies available to us all the time.
Right, but it's kind of like if your favorite book got updated every once in a while, and like suddenly it wasn't the same book. You know, that's why physical media exists, is so that you can actually preserve something the way that it was.
I'm fine with preserving, but I just also want to enjoy the benefits of the digital world.
Yeah, and the thing is like something like Game Pass, for example, makes a lot of sense because it's just a video game rental store the way that it used to be. It was terribly impermanent. You eventually had to give the game back. But most of those games you can buy a physical copy if you'd like to. And if we move too far away from that, then we're going to see a huge impermanency.
Right. There are some risks.
You know, there are games that we've lost completely as a result of this, right?
Right. But you're talking about there's games that in the 90s we lost because they were MMOs and the servers just don't exist anymore.
World of Warcraft is gone.
Well, it's not gone. Oh, the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or any of the iterations along the way that you liked.
Yeah. Basically they're saving ads every time.
Yeah.
and it overcopies. Yeah. No, I know. I understand that. And there are, there's guys on IG. I listen to an IGN podcast, and one of them, in particular, very passionate about this issue because he wants, as I think we should all, we want to keep our history the way it was. We want to remember things as they were.
I mean, it's essential to progress in a society.
Right.
You have to know what was going on,
right,
so that you can figure out what worked and what didn't,
and maybe not repeat certain things.
Which is exactly what WoW didn't do.
Right.
They kept trying their new idea, and when everybody was like, "Oh no, we liked it better the other way," they were like, "Well, what about this?" Well, we kind of specifically said that.
Also, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Goddamn George Lucas
talking about Star
doesn't want anybody to see the original Star Wars in its original format.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I heard something I didn't. I think this is something my brother Jeremy was talking about. I don't remember if it's exact. I never looked it up myself, and I don't know where he heard it. But it had some, or it might have been Red Letter Media. It had something to do with the fact that George Lucas's wife at the time was an editor for something, and so he needed to keep changing it so often so that she didn't have rights to it in the divorce.
That might be true. I could understand that point of view. Although now, why does he care? He has so much money. Who cares?
I could see why I can see why Disney might care.
Because she might come after their money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then again, they're also Disney, but they may not want the black eye right now with so much controversy around their Marvel movies and around their Star Wars movies and around their Fresh Prince reboots.
It's an interesting subject, but I don't know if that's true or not. It would make some sense.
Yeah.
But
some symbolism of sense, considering that George Lucas was an individual. I believe he stood before Congress, like literally arguing. There was something. I think movies inside the Library of Congress. I could be totally wrong about this, but it was something. It was something like movies in the Library of Congress were being allowed to be colorized, and he actually made an official statement in front of Congress.
Saying they shouldn't?
Yeah, like telling them that we have to preserve movies the way that they are as part of our cultural history.
That is an interesting segue to something that I just thought about recently. We'll end the episode here in a second because we're over an hour.
Really?
Yeah, but Peter Jackson. I don't think he's done a good movie since The Lord of the Rings. I don't think he's done a good movie since that ended.
What was the thing he did immediately after? Oh, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, King Kong. Yeah, but he's doing something very, very cool that I can't wait to see, and it may be out yet, maybe already out, but I'm not sure. But he's doing a colorized footage from World War I. He's basically restoring it, making it look like it feels like you're almost really there.
Like you're really in one of the most tragic times in the world's history.
As far as history goes, what we were saying, that's one of the things we do want to remember not to repeat.
That's true.
Because that is although it gave us Lord of the Rings.
It did.
Because Tolkien actually served in World War I, and that his images of Mordor were very much inspired by the trenches and trench warfare that he was in. Because that was
and that's also like the Battle of Helm's Deep. You know, like tremendous sacrifices to go across.
Yeah.
Also Star Wars.
Yeah.
Second World War literally gave us Star Wars.
It did.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't want to repeat them anyway, even though they...
And also, Kung Fury, when you want to get right down to it. So maybe that's what we have to do in order to
start another war?
Yeah, we need another Hitler if we're going to get any new Star Wars movies.
Any good ones?
That's the only way to do it.
I'll say this about World War One. A lot of my views on World War One have been. I was informed recently, and I was educated. There's a podcast called Hardcore History, and it is very good. And there's like a 6-hour series of podcasts over World War One, and it's incredible.
It changed your perspective on it?
It did.
How so?
I didn't. Although I knew World War One was bad and it was terrible to live through, the true gravity of it.
Go on.
Wasn't.
Say your thing.
Okay. The true gravity of it, I really I understood it better after that podcast. It's a very, very good podcast.
Okay. You probably said Peter Jackson's name for a reason.
I already said it. He's
right.
making the footage, the World War One footage.
He's gonna color.
He's making a movie, I think, out of that footage. You know what? You're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch a little sample.
Oh boy.
It's less than a minute.
I don't really like colorized movies.
I don't care. Just watch the thing.
P. Just wrote P-E-E.
Yeah, look, it's the first thing that comes up because everyone wants to see it. Here's a little trailer.
That's racist. It was.
Oh, this is a legit trailer. I haven't seen a real trailer for this yet.
Okay. Well, turn it up.
Oh, yeah, there's that. Oh, God. Oh, God.
What are you doing?
I wasn't anticipating the sound, so I gotta close the window.
Oh, and that's gonna make us blurry boys again.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
All right, now we gotta turn the sound on.
Uh-huh. Johnny?
We're getting there. Oh, no!
No, I can hear him.
It's right there. Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Everything looks all fast motion in the past.
It did, because the way they had to hand crank the cameras.
Maybe it's just that they all ate their broccoli.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
A little pep in their step.
Did they? I forgot that this was a time when the British were still riding horses.
At the beginning of the war, they were. This is a transitionary war.
Oh, you know what?
Tanks at the end of it, horses at the beginning of it.
Completely changed my mind. That looks good.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, and this, when it comes to preserving history, you never really think about enhancing it.
Right. It makes it feel more real. When something is in black and white, it feels like it's just a TV show.
Well, this is like the rates, like nothing's all jerky and weird. Like this has been remastered.
Yeah.
Some
every part of my youth to do it.
turn of the century German teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the 102nd Blind Corps? Wow, I shouldn't.
Yeah, don't joke about that. These guys are fucked.
Yeah. Well, this can't they're not seeing any of this. So
No, I
yeah,
apologize.
Okay, but no,
Yeah, you get the point.
Yeah. I've changed my perspective on it. It's very interesting and a very it's amazing that we have the opportunity, technology, and techniques to honor these people, remember sacrifices, and even if depending on your views on the war and things like certain countries at the time weren't doing things that we would have considered to be necessarily good for the globe overall, but at least we have an opportunity to remember them in a much more real way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and remembering the past will always be important.
I agree.
Okay. So you want to end on a fart joke or something?
seems appropriate. Oh man.
All right. Well, more somber note than we're used to ending on. But I would like to go ahead and entreat you all once again to whatever service you're on. Like us, follow us, subscribe to us, leave a comment, give us an upvote, powder our bottoms, however the internet works.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will see you next time. And on that note, I think it's time to say what?
No, go ahead. Finish it. Finish it.
The whole episode?
No, just the end.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Now,
so
I just wanted to finish the episode before I said the next thing. Sorry,
okay.
I interrupted.
But we're still alive.
Yeah, we're still live. So if you are still watching us live, we will be streaming some video games here in a bit. So you're definitely welcome to stay tuned, or don't stay tuned. We're going to take a 15, 30-minute break.
I thought we were going to watch...
Oh, yeah, we were going to watch an episode of Doom Patrol, so wait an hour or so. But yeah, just keep your...
All I need is an hour or two to tell the tale of a dreamer like you.
Let's go
But
watch...
all that I say can be told another way, in a story of a boy whose dreams came true. And it could be you.
Keep an eye out for those notifications. We'll go live again today at some point.